Hello, Internet. How are you guys doing? Can everybody hear me all right?
Thumbs up.
Yeah?
Thumbs
We're
up
seeing people can hear us?
from the bros in the room.
I see people here saying yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hi, guys. This is David Bass. I'm here with Stephan Frost, Nick Frost, as I occasionally call him,
I mean,
accidentally.
Sure.
We are here to live stream WildStar for the first and probably last. No, that's not true.
I think we're going to do this more.
We are probably going to do this a lot in the near future.
There's a lot.
Yeah, we're here to live stream WildStar. People have been asking us a lot just to show off the game. Talk about what is WildStar. You guys have been hearing a lot about it. You've been seeing a ton of videos. But really, we just want to show you the raw game. We want to start getting down and dirty with it regularly. We want to show off all the stuff that's been happening since the last beta. As we approach launch, we're ramping up pretty fast, and so you're going to see a lot more of us in the coming weeks. But today, we're doing something special. We're doing a pilot episode of the live stream. As those of you who discovered us in chat realize, we're not promoting this. We haven't talked about it publicly or anything. You guys stumbled on this either because you're subscribed to it, because you are just weirdly searching for WildStar on Twitch in case someone's leaking beta stuff. I don't know. But you found us, and we are going to be doing a nice tech run of a live stream. We'll show off some gameplay. We'll talk about the game. Maybe give Frost a little on-the-spot interview about stuff. But mostly, we're just doing this to see if all of our tech holds up. If we have everything we need. A lot of the stuff you see is going to be very temporary assets and art. You can see these beautiful lower thirds down here. Yeah, look at that right there.
Magic.
All this stuff is just kind of placeholder as we work our magic to make it look nicer and nicer. Although I think it actually looks really nice right now.
I have to say, for a first attempt, it looks like we kind of know what we're doing.
It almost does. I mean, let's wait till we show them the game, and then
we can talk about that.
So,
right. Cool.
So yeah, today, like I said, is just kind of a test. We're going to be running through the demo that we've been showing off at conventions this year. So this was most recently seen at New York Comic Con. So there's nothing hugely new. We're not doing any huge reveals today or anything like that, because we just want to focus on making sure that we can stream and that you guys can see what's going on. You can hear us. Speaking of which, everything look okay, boys? Awesome. Getting lots of good thumbs up. So we're going to run through this stuff. We'll walk through. We're going to kind of go back to basics here. We were calling it WildStar 101. Just sort of a walkthrough of what is WildStar. How do you play? If you've never seen it before, what is all this stuff on the screen? So we're going to walk you through two separate demos. I'm going to start playing at the beginning, showing off Crimson Isle, showing off a starting character, kind of stepping through the combat of WildStar, the paths, all the basic stuff. And then later on, I'll switch over and let you play Frost, and you'll be playing a higher level character because you are better at this game than I am.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you guys have any questions during the chat, feel free to add them to the chat. We've got people watching the chat while we play. They'll be grabbing them, and we'll probably answer those questions closer to the end of the stream. So make sure you put them in chat, and I think we should get started.
Yeah, let's roll, man. So first thing, we're on Crimson Isle. Crimson Isle is an area that's completely overrun with exiles. We are Dominion characters. You were starting as a Draken Stalker.
I am. Do we want to switch over to show people my Draken?
Yeah, let's
I'm stuck in the
check
brush.
it out. So here we are. You are a Draken. Drakens are kind of like a mix of, I would say, like Klingons and the Predator, and a dragon.
No one's ever really described it that way, but that really works for me.
Yeah, I mean,
like that.
They like hunting. They're voracious in their appetite for blood, and I would say that they love a good old-fashioned war. You know. Yeah. So anyway, we're here and we're gonna check out what's going on Crimson Isle. And there's a exile base that's further up in here, and there's a shield that is over the entire island that we need to bring down.
That is that right there.
Yeah, that you can see in the sky. So we need to shut that thing down so we can get more Dominion forces on Crimson Isle and take it over for the Dominion. So what are you doing right here exactly?
So here we've discovered some exile mines as I'm wandering around, and I'm just trying to disarm them before I accidentally step on them, because if you step on them, let's see if there's another one nearby.
Yeah,
it'll do some damage. But what I can actually do is grab this guy and whoops. Try and run him over to this mine. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
Oh, dude, no, he's
now he's all stunned.
You wasted your vulnerability.
There we go.
Right.
Bam, boom.
So yeah, we like to use a lot of environmental hazards in WildStar. So if we have mines, or there are lightning bolts, or there are whirlwinds, there are random things throughout the game that you can use to your advantage in combat, but also can be used against you if you're not careful. So if you're playing an open world PvP section of the game, this can be pretty hectic when you're fighting somebody else.
Yeah, so for those of you who've never seen WildStar before, of which I'm assuming most of you have, we've got this crazy combat system, the telegraph system. You want to talk a little bit about that while I'm fighting some people?
So what's really cool, you can see David's hovering over his abilities. So the 1, 2, and 3 have different attacks. And everything that's in that blue field that he is putting out in front of him gets hurt. So if you were to get 3 guys and put them in that one field, you would be attacking 3 guys with 1 attack. We also have a lot of fun stuff like dodge. We have like that. We have shift to sprint, so if you want to run faster, you can hold down shift and run a ton faster. Whoa! Or you can run over mines and get blowed up. So you can also...
We're live. This is how things happen.
Dude, it happens all the time. So another cool thing, we have interrupts. We have a pretty robust CC mechanic in WildStar, and one of them is a stun here. You're on cooldown for that stun.
But I'm waiting for him to do his big cast.
Yeah.
So I stun him while he's up. There it is.
There you go.
I stun him while he's charging that up. You see his health bar actually turns purple, and so he's going to take, what is it, double damage, under 50% damage?
He takes a lot more damage.
For a couple seconds,
yeah.
So you really want to take advantage of interrupting their telegraphs whenever possible.
Yeah, it's definitely a good way to play and get through more efficiently. You'll also notice he's playing as a stalker. Stalkers have more positional attacks. Well, that was a close one, dude.
Yeah.
They have more positional attacks, which means if you attack in certain areas, like from behind with the number 2 ability, it will actually hurt them more. So if we were to efficiently use the Stalker, what we would do probably is start out stealth, come in...
Forgot to mention this is a stealth class, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I was completely forgetting about that.
So yeah, this is one of his innate abilities, meaning this class is the only class that can really use this. So you can use it pretty much at any time for a pretty long period of time. So we just did the backstab there. And what we can also do is when he does his telegraph, the enemy, we could CC him, or exactly, now we can use that backstab attack while he's vulnerable, and it will hit him for more damage, thus killing him quicker.
Yeah, the Stalker I really like just because of the opening salvo you get there. You get a really nice burst going on if you can pull them well. And so hopping into stealth, sneaking behind them, and you can see on the bottom of the bar, I don't know if it shows up on the live stream, but abilities that have a special thing while you're in stealth are kind of like highlighted, and there's that cool little animation going around this one. And so this one will actually, people are going to freeze frame this now just to read the tooltip.
Yep.
But it'll actually do, you can see 200 double damage just for being behind him and attacking from stealth.
There you go.
And so there we go.
So we can do that. Another thing I'll point out while David continues the combat here, you'll notice we have a blue section of the health area and a green section. The green section is your actual health, your HP. And then we have the blue section, which are shields. And shields, you can find and equip better versions of them. You know, some will decay less over time when getting hit. Some will regenerate more shields more quickly. And really, it's just about finding better shields throughout the game. So that was just a NPC that we just helped out here. So
I always get confused between the NPCs and the players, because the NPCs, like, they'll act like players where they'll just start running off and killing things, and I always like stand next to them. Are you a person?
Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little confusing, which is actually kind of cool. It makes the world feel a little bit.
Some of their AI just makes them like stop, look around, and then run. And I'm like, that's exactly what I would do as a player.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely throughout the game. You'll see NPCs that'll kind of do that stuff. So something else that we have in WildStar, I think that's a little bit different than other MMOs, is we have this thing called the path system. And once we get further up into the environment, you'll see more path stuff. But paths are effectively your gameplay style. Do you want to be a soldier, somebody who's just all about the kill and all about killing? Well, if you are, we have this path for you, which allows you to have missions that are more centric on violence, really. It's all about, like, getting cool weapons that will kill enemies faster. It's all about getting assassination missions to kill harder guys. Holdouts, which are basically public events that the soldier can start and other people can play with. And you get rewards based on that stuff, and we're looking at some rewards here for our quest.
So I don't remember what I want. I want brutality.
You want, yeah. Brutality's good too.
So stalkers use medium armor, and brutality. stat to grab them, put those on. Some gross pincer things. So you'll notice here that we actually let you turn in a lot of quests remotely and pick up new ones while you're in the area. I'm going to get rid of this tutorial here. And so that's really nice for not having to run back to the various hubs and whatnots whenever possible. There, we just unlocked our first path mission.
Yeah, there you go. So we can actually find, if we want to know where this is, we can click on something and it will show the direction of where we need to go. And this goes for quests too. So if David clicks on the quest itself, it'll show this is the direction you need to go in order to find this quest content or a target or something like that.
Yeah, and it's nice because we don't throw that in your face, but it's there if you're like totally lost and just like, all right, just give me an idea of where I'm supposed to be heading right now.
Right.
I got no clue.
Yeah, and you don't have to use it, but it's there for convenience. It's super helpful. Also, David, why don't you show? Yeah, show him that. So if we were, I'm
gonna try something crazy. Ready?
So what we'll do is we'll get this guy, get him to target right there, and there's a missile that effectively comes down. If we can keep this guy kind of,
come on,
there we go. Nice.
Oh, it even interrupted his telegraph.
Yeah,
that was
perfect timing.
Oh man,
yeah,
I'm so good at this game.
See, it's like you play it all the time. It's weird. Yeah, we can use those environmental hazards once again to kind of help get through these sort of things. You'll notice also we just vacuum looted. That's a pretty new system that I don't know of many games that really have something like this. But effectively, you can kill a creature, and it will loot pinata. That's not anything new. But when that stuff kind of pops out, you can hit V, and all that loot just sucks to you, basically. It's like, whoop! Just goes in, and you don't have to sit there and loot a corpse. You can, if you want to go to each individual one, kind of just say, I just want this one, or whatever. But if you're in a hurry and you just want to get through fast, you just hit V, and all that stuff just comes to you.
I think the loot pinata thing is one of my favorite things, because you'll actually see the loot drop in the open world. Like, you'll see money spill out, you see that little crate dropped out there.
Right.
And I thought this guy was attacking me, but I guess not.
Oh, dude,
So
no, I think he's just aware of you.
Probably screwed.
Boom.
Oh. Yeah.
So David's going to be really impressed with himself here.
I always get excited when I don't die. It's just not something that happens often.
Well, it's level.
This
level
is why
3.
I took the level 3
sure.
character instead of anything else.
I got you. So right now, by the way, what we're doing in the game is we're disabling these shield generators. And once we get enough of them, we can disable the large shield generator.
Oh,
dude, no, you're still too late, homie. You're still too late.
I just walked right up to him. This is the problem.
That's all right. Show him. We can give him what for. So we'll try to use those telegraphs to our advantage. So what we're going to do here after this, we'll interact with this.
Activate this. Yeah. Turn off this generator. Yeah.
Nice.
So we're actually going to have to switch off our webcam, our camera, unfortunately. Because we forgot to charge the battery.
Yeah.
Because this is a pilot episode, and we don't know what we're doing.
We're consummate professionals.
We are so professional here. So go ahead, you guys can go ahead and turn off the camera.
Daddy's professional. Is it cool if I call myself Daddy, by the way?
I would prefer if you didn't, but I guess we'll leave that for our viewers to decide.
Yeah, if you guys want to let us know in chat if you're cool with me referring to myself in the third person as Daddy.
The devs are listening.
The devs are listening. we'll totes listen. So
don't say totes. Come on.
No. Well, okay. All right. Give me Daddy at least.
You can have Daddy if people really like that.
All right.
If for some reason people think it's creepy, like I do.
It's a little weird. I try to use it around the office. Some people think it's cool. Other people a little weirded out.
Yeah.
So
some people.
So before you do this,
sure.
Explain what this mechanic is that you're about to do, and what's this dude? What is going on here?
So the mechanic is something that's pretty new to MMOs. It's called jumping.
Oh.
It's something we really haven't shown much of in WildStar, but ready for this? Check this out.
Oh, dude.
Oh God.
Wait
a minute.
What about a double jump?
What about a double jump?
Boom. You know.
And now I bet there are a bunch of people chatting like, what about a quadruple jump?
Yeah.
Because they know that.
Because they've seen the dev
speak.
They
know that dev speak.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually going to do here, these soldiers are trapped in these force fields, and the only way to break them out is, as Kezrek is saying, is a solid jolt. So how about we just do bam?
Oh, dude.
I thought I could do it with a single jump.
What about a fail
jump?
There we go.
There we go.
All right,
kick him right out of that force field.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm terrible. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You know what?
Sorry.
It was kind of humorous because it was like.
See, look at that.
You got a double jump. There you go, Holmes.
That Chua was definitely lower.
Oh, dude, look out.
What's going on? I don't think anyone's attacking me.
I think you just got
all right. So now we're going to show some of our hitting 2 guys at once combat. I don't know what the name of that is officially. Is that still part of telegraphs?
Legit. Oh, that's one.
I can't stack them up though.
I mean, if you're a pro, you could do it. Come on.
Nope. They don't want to walk.
You got to kite them, dude. Just go back a little further. Oh, dude.
Oh man.
Oh
no,
man.
We're good. They're coming,
dude.
Nope, they're not.
Nope.
Come on.
Dude. I'm gonna call you Usain Bolt. What's that dude's name?
When some people in beta
are running away.
Oh, there it is. Right there. Nope.
You got. Oh, bro.
It's done.
Nicely done. There we go. So notice he's doing one attack and he's hitting both with them.
There we go. So is that a bag that dropped right there?
Oh, dude. It is. It's like a backpack.
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Oh, nicely done.
They can't see me raising my arms in celebration.
No.
Because we had to turn off that camera. Because we were professionals.
Yep.
So I'm gonna equip that pouch. Where are we at? I want some more bag space.
Yeah, dude.
2 whole slots. What up? We are
Ding.
in the money now. So I want to actually head over to where that Explorer quest is. We'll come back to this in a bit.
Okay.
But this was... Oh, this is not where I thought it was.
Yeah, you just go... just follow the arrow. That's the cool part. You don't know where you're at?
It's
cool.
over there.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
Yeah, so you can also, if you... I'm doing this a little fast, but you can pull up your map, and you can see here, I can see where all my quests are at, what areas they're in, where we are. We're doing hex-style maps, which I think is super techy. Makes it all seem sci-fi.
By the way, if you ever want to make anything look sci-fi, add hexagons.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know that probably the most popular sci-fi game of all time is Civilization 5.
Do they have hexagons?
They do.
Oh, well, you know what? How dare you?
So there's my Explorer area that I got to go to. And so I like pulling up my map and seeing it and then running because that way I don't seem like a loser who's just clicking on the arrow all the time.
Let me give you a bro tip. Go invisible.
Now I will.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
They thought they saw me.
He's like, I totally thought I saw something. That's my robot voice. You're welcome.
Do you voice all the robots in the game?
I do. You can tell.
Every single one?
I call them brobots. See what I did?
Because if I set you up for that one.
Yeah.
Can I jump over this?
Oh, don't get caught in the barbed wire. All right.
All right, so.
Yeah, so this is a path mission. Again, we were talking about paths earlier. You are the explorer path. So if you're the type of gamer that is all into finding random kind of corners of the world or areas in the game that are kind of unexplored, this is totally for you.
There it is.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was like down in the water or something.
You're exploring right now.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just turn around, there's like, oh, what is going on? I have not actually seen this. I thought I knew what this was.
So you got to actually plant a beacon in here. So there's also a journal in there, so if you want to pick that up.
Collectible lore bit.
Oh, dude, don't.
Okay.
There we go.
So I got it. Look, a lore log.
Dude.
Log. Lozox log.
Yep, go ahead and try to pronounce that one.
Laszlo's.
It's those Draken names, man.
Oh,
so
God.
Now you'll notice the surveillance for spelunking here in the bottom right-hand corner. That's the datacron, and we're looking at our path interface. So within there, we can actually kind of do this hot-cold style game where we can locate where we're supposed to go. So if David clicks that little arrow and little diamond, that's the one.
Yep.
You can
it's over here.
see where to go and kind of map that out.
So I got to kind of figure out.
See, there we go.
There it is.
So we can place that there. Kaboom. And this is really, you're part of the Explorers club, if you will. Sure. Group. All you're doing is kind of mapping out Nexus. Nexus is the planet that we're on right now, and it's this undiscovered, think of like the Gold Rush, but with spaceships is the best way to think about what Nexus is. There's lots of cool stuff on here. It's undiscovered magic and weaponry and all sorts of fun stuff. And so we're exploring and mapping out this planet, which is pretty new, all things considered.
And so you can see one of my path missions is actually, as an explorer, just explore the whole zone.
Right.
Like, there's tons of other stuff like that cave mission and, like, a lot of other things that want you to climb mountains, but there's also just the base level, like, just find the entire zone.
Right. You want to reveal every hex, basically, on your map.
Which is kind of what explorers do naturally anyway.
Right.
I definitely do that in every MMO.
Yeah, if you're the type of gamer that's like, oh, I'm going to try to break the game and find every single hole in the environment, this is totally for you. So we can work our way up through here.
Gotta kill one more of these dudes, it looks like.
Gotta kill one of these bros, but it looks like you also got to destroy one more power regulator, which are the...
I'm gonna go save this bro.
Oh, good job.
I keep saying bro just because I'm sitting next to you. Like,
dude,
you are a terrible influence
Here's or great influence. I'm gonna give you some bro tips. Okay, first of all, use the word bro more often. Bro tip number 1.
You're welcome. Bro tips. That's definitely already a YouTube series, right?
Is it?
That's got to exist somewhere.
If not, we're making
Someone
it.
Google that for us. We need to know. We need to give them some free promotion.
Bro
WildStar
tips.
Bro Edition.
Yeah, dude.
Yep. So one of the things that I forgot to point out is that when we just got our path level, I actually earned a special ability for the Explorer.
Yes.
And you'll actually unlock. Let me see if I can. Whoops, that is not the button for that.
Try B.
Is it B? Nope, that's not what I was looking for, but that works too.
Yeah.
So you'll actually unlock abilities as you level, of course, but also by leveling your path, which is leveled completely separately from your character. Just by completing path missions, you'll get special abilities through that path. So, for example, the Explorer just unlocked Explorer Speed, which means I can increase run speed of all of my allies for a couple seconds. And so I can, put that on my bar, not put that on my bar, whatever. But I was going to try and pull up the... Sorry, our UI's, kind of in progress. There we go, the path UI.
There we go.
So I can pull this up. I can look at all the path missions I have in the area. I can keep an eye on what stuff I have left to do in Crimson Isle, in the zone that I'm in. And also, if you can complete every mission in that zone for your path, you'll get a special bag of stuff.
Yeah, the cool thing, if you can click up over to the top there, you can actually sift through the level ranges and see what your rewards are going to be. So
I do want to say these are all temporary rewards.
Yes.
Don't get too excited about these boots at level 9.
Yeah, just also to throw out there, this is a game that is in beta right now. It is a work in progress, so we're not 100% done on anything. So we just want to throw that warning out there. So what you're seeing right now, totally work in progress.
Yes, you will see a lot of stuff that's going to be changing from Livestream to Livestream. If you see any ugly UI, there's going to be tons and tons of stuff that is currently in the midst of being polished. So don't get too scared if you see anything that you don't like. Don't get too upset. Don't go raging on my forums. Well, I mean, you can if you want.
I mean, that's
I'm just going
kinda
to tell you the same info that
Sure.
I'm telling you here.
So anyway, yeah, we just got that.
Anything cool from that?
Just got a fab kit. Yeah, so
we'll talk about those another time. I'm
yeah,
gonna save those for another
That's
time.
for housing, just FYI. But yeah, so cool. We're letting some bros out.
Let's you out. That's one mission.
So we can turn that in remotely. We don't have to go back to the quest giver through our.
And I still need to go activate the other 2 shield.
Yep. So we're gonna do that real quick. Another great feature that we have.
Oh, he's gonna see me, isn't he? Yep.
Yep. Oh, come on, man. What do you think? We're gonna let you get away with that?
Man, I am not a stealth class person, and so I just never think about having to go into stealth. I'm just running right up to people and just, hey, what's up?
So another cool thing I wanted to point out, once you actually disarm these shields, it'll play a cinematic. And our cinematics are pretty sweet in that, we can actually let them go on in the real world at the same time. So as David sort of gets through all these, he can escape out, and the cinematic will keep playing in the real world while we're there. So it's not like we're just phasing you out or anything.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things is, like, there are a lot of people who don't want to waste their time watching cutscenes, even though ours are pretty badass because they're made by the same guys who make the flicks and the dev speaks.
Yep.
But for those people who do want to rush through it, they can just hit escape and keep going. And it'll just keep happening around them while they're still turning in whatever other quests they had or selling their junk and their mail or whatever. You can still watch what's going on around you.
Right. So
check
it out.
So I'm not going to skip this because I really like it.
Yeah.
And so they're going to have to deal. That's right, everybody.
Oh, dude. Kaboom.
Bam.
And look at that.
Oh.
Now this is gone. So
Now
we also, something else I wanted to talk about a little bit. We talk about this in Northern Wilds, which is another starter zone that we have. But we actually have this thing called view phase, where we can actually change what's going on in the sky and kind of in the environment. And it works per client or per player. So while we see that there is no shield in the sky anymore, another player who just started the game does see that. But I can still see that player. It's not like we're phasing that other person out and you have to wait for your friend to hurry up and get through that. We try to limit phasing as much as we humanly can. Phasing, by the way, if you don't know what that is if I move forward in a quest and to tell a story point, I need to make certain things invisible and make them reappear. We can kind of do that, but we don't do it in a way that makes other people disappear. It's a big problem in MMOs, and we try to avoid it as much as we can. That's why we have view phase.
It's a really, really great way of doing storytelling. It's a really great way of being able to show you having an impact on the world in an MMO, because you now see, like, oh, great, I've shut that generator down. It's not like if I come back here hours later, it's going to have reset. Right. It's actually like that permanently for me, and so I really feel like I'm actually completing these quests and progressing through a story.
Sure.
So what's this over here? Oh, there's a thing in there. Interesting.
spatial anomalies. These are always fun. So movement for us is a big thing in WildStar. So this quest allows you to super jump. So once we collect these little anomalies, it'll allow us to jump excessively high. Oh yeah.
Boom.
Whoa. So we can double jump.
That was way too high.
Yeah. So you can see there's a lot of crazy weird things that are going on here on Nexus. It got us to our little Chua homie.
How do you think this guy's ever gonna get down? Like, does he just stay? He just never leaves.
No,
do you
but
think
maybe
do people bring him food?
I don't know.
Like, does he expect us to like come drop something off?
Hook him up?
I don't know.
Well, now to answer your question, actually, there's actually a slow fall on this. So once
is there?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, not a slow fall, but it doesn't hurt you. So he can get down if he wanted to. See?
It would have been really funny.
Come on, man. Yeah. Dude, it's almost like I know the game. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like you work on this product.
It's almost like I've worked on this game.
Report to Mondo.
So this is Mondo Zax, who is, you guys might recognize his name if you, I'm going to zoom in so you can see how cool he is. I might actually do this. Whoa!
Whoa. Invisible.
So that's one of the iconic characters. We call them iconic characters, the ones that you see a lot throughout the game that are really part of the story of WildStar. So Mondo Zax is, what do you call him, the leader of the Chua?
Yeah, he's a crazy inventor that's I wouldn't, yeah, sure, I'd say he's like the
kind of like de facto leader. He likes blowing things up. He likes killing things a lot. I mean, the Chua are these, as the legendary Chad Moore would say, they're kind of these, they're kind of these scrappy little rodents that are psychopathic killers.
Man, we like to blow up things. They like science, okay, man? But like dead science, you know what I'm saying? Like blowing up people science.
The thing I love best about working at Carbine is that everybody has a Chad Moore impersonation.
If you have not...
Literally everyone.
Yeah, if you don't know who we're talking about, Google Chad Moore interview or something like that, and just listen to the dude's voice. I'm going to guarantee you can do a Chad Moore impression.
It's very simple, and you got to practice it, because at some point... Oh man, I just had the best idea. PAX East, we're doing a Chad Moore impersonation.
Oh, dude.
Episode.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do a live stream
like
a Chad Moore impression.
Like a live stream. We're doing a contest on the stage where we bring up fans. Yeah. This is happening. This is going to happen.
I'm stoked. Yeah, so anyway.
I'm just chasing these bulls around.
Yeah, why not, right?
No big deal.
Oxians. So, yeah, as we go further down here, you get to find out a little bit more of the Chua lore. So these Chua have these, like, death blimps. And one of them got shot down, so you're kind of going to search for remnants in this wreckage and try to find them off of dead bodies of Chuas.
Whoa!
Yeah, dude.
Whoa!
Scrabs are hanging out underground and stuff.
Was not ready for that.
Oh, dude. You're ready for it. You got it.
I got this. I got this.
So as we're about to kill this guy, you know, we've put in about a half an hour's worth of gameplay here. So we've got about half an hour left in the stream. Do we want to switch over
time
to...
is flying.
Dude.
Holy crap.
Totally fun.
All right. Well, yeah, since we're halfway through, let us just go ahead and switch over to the higher level character.
Yeah,
we want to show you guys off. We want to talk a little bit about limited action set, about swapping over to what a mid-level character, what a higher level character looks like. I'm going to log out here, switch over to our... I just want to make sure people didn't see it because we had the banner covering it, but my character's name was McStreamy.
You're right.
What was your character's name?
It was like Streamerton.
Streamington.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we're going to see how many weeks and months worth of stream-related jokes and humor we can come up with. I'm guessing we can last maybe 2 weeks.
The thing about jokes is they're supposed to be funny, though. And
it's
so
true.
far, we're failing.
Well, that's because the game's humor shines. Sure. It outshines us.
Let's
and
go
our
with
attempts
that.
at humor.
Yeah. So here we are in Whitevale, Track 3. Specifically, we are in an area that got blown up by this terraformer that was the subject of a war, basically. And instead of one side kind of saying, yeah, we'll give you that, they just blew up the entire thing, and both sides got kind of wiped out by this. So I'm a Mordesh spellslinger. You can check me out. I have dreadlocks.
I love your tech dreadlocks. They're like all weird, like...
We'll say deadlocks?
Deadlocks.
Because he's kind of half, because they're kind of half rotting.
Yeah,
that's quality humor.
That
puns, probably the highest form of humor that I could think of right now. You're welcome.
Where's Matt Krause when we need him?
I know, dude. That guy. It's all about. I want to call him the Punisher. You see, because Because it's
I'm so glad the camera's off right now because I'm just like shaking my head.
Puns.
Anyway,
So,
all right.
so I'm going to take some quests here.
So you're playing a spell slinger,
Yes.
right? So I was playing a melee focus stealth class. Spell slinger is much more of a long range class. I'm pretty sure they've got the longest range of any class we have.
It's espers are pretty long actually. They've got pretty long range as well.
You got your super badass long charge up shots and stuff. So the spell slinger's got a lot of charged abilities, but also a very like run and gun style, where a lot of your abilities can be used on the move. There's a lot more like planning your attacks ahead of time, grabbing them, and then just going.
Yeah, this one is a lot more run and gun sort of stuff, where you're moving around constantly. You don't have the heavier armor that the stalker or warrior would have, or engineer, I should say.
Yeah, you were definitely a much squishier class.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people at New York Comic Con and at the shows jumping onto a spell slinger and just immediately grabbing 4 guys and dying, because I mean it's tough to play the higher level characters without knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely.
But so one of the things that you didn't see with the lower level character, but you'll definitely see here, is the limited action set. And what that is, for those who aren't aware, is that bar at the bottom of the screen with all your abilities. You get 1 ability bar, and it's 8 abilities, and that's it. Those abilities can be swapped out at any time out of combat. You can change them up. You can kind of pick the style that you want to have. So for example, for a spell slinger, you could put all abilities on your bar that are much closer range, that are more mobile, or you could pick all these really long range abilities that are focused on keeping the enemies at range and attacking them. And so you can build it really the way you want, and you can change that up whenever you feel like it too. And in addition to that, every class can fulfill 2 roles of the Holy Trinity, as they say.
Indeed.
So the spell slinger, for example, can be a DPS class or a healer, and you can change that up whenever you feel like it. You know, you might even mix and match your abilities. Put a heal on your bar just as kind of an emergency. I think you already have one, right? Your 7 ability.
Yeah.
Will heal you on the spot.
So I just did my gate ability there, which is an interrupt as well as a get the hell out of dodge sort of attack.
And the gate is a very disorienting ability for the player the first couple times you're using it. I have a feeling anyone watching the stream, you're like, what just happened?
Right.
So you're actually teleporting ahead, I think it's like 20, 25 yards, and stunning anything in your path when you do that. And so you get your enemies lined up, you teleport straight through them, and then spin around, and everybody's just stunned. Really useful in PvP, really annoying in PvP on the other side.
Sure. Yeah, it's a great escape ability.
But it's a huge escape ability. And the cool thing is we over the last couple months, one of the big things that we had worked on from some of the first stages of beta to the later ones was making all of these abilities, taking them off targeted abilities. Like a couple of these in the early stages were like, you had to target an enemy and say, I want to leap towards this enemy.
Sure.
And now they're all off of that. So now they all have telegraphs. You can, if you want to leap as a warrior, gate as a spell slinger, you just aim in the direction you want to go and just do it. And it'll, anyone it hits will have an effect on. So the spell slinger, like you saw, will stun anyone in the path. The warrior, if they're leaping, if anyone's in the way, it'll stop on that enemy and knock them down. So they're both able, you can use them offensively, but also defensively. So you can use them to run away if you need to also, because you don't have to have a target for any of those attacks.
Most definitely. And so you'll notice too that I'm trying to use as much of this stuff as possible. I have an assassinate ability. Oh, gotta get out of that. There's an assassinate ability which allows me to just kind of finish off these lower health guys really quickly. And that actually only works when they have lower amounts of health, as opposed to, you know, just kind of boom. So we'll CC him real quick, just like that. So you'll also notice too that there are these characters that have these little, we call them squirgs, but squirgs are like these little octopus guys that attach to your head and start messing with your brainwaves and take over you and have these little zombie kind of effect on you where you just have no control over yourself and turn into this mind-eating weird thing. So
there's actually a good chance to talk about breakout gameplay too.
Definitely.
As soon as you grab one of those guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil what's going to happen.
Sure.
But
let's grab one real quick. So one of these guys I'm supposed to bring back to one of the Mordesh quest givers who wants to study it. So I'm running after him.
He's running. There you go.
There we go. So
now you're stunned, and breakout gameplay is something we do with crowd control that gives the person who's been crowd controlled something to do to try and break out of that sooner. So for a stun, you saw you got to tap the F key as fast as possible to break out of it, and now you're actually disoriented.
Right.
Disorient's my favorite because it actually rebinds all your movement keys
right.
Randomly, and so every time you get disoriented, suddenly up is right and left is down, but it changes every time, and so you're like hitting all your keys trying to figure out just how to go forward before it's too late.
It's pretty crazy. So yeah, like I was just disoriented by that creature. That's the one that was just on my head. So now they have something to study here, so we can take out some of these guys and figure out what their weakness is. And on the Dominion side, they want to use it for weaponry. So,
of course.
Yeah, because that's the Chua, and that's what they do.
And that's actually, you're talking to Victor Lazarin right there, right?
Yeah.
One of the Mordesh characters. He's the one who actually caused the issues, shall we say,
Sure.
that the Mordesh are dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, the little disease that might be ravaging their bodies and killing them slowly.
Right, yeah, the Mordesh, by the way, look like this, effectively, because...
Go take your clothes off so they can see the...
whoa, just got a little weird in here.
You want to get a little naked?
Get nakies?
Does this guy have? I forget if he has all the creepy stuff on him.
Let's see.
Take off his shirt.
Yeah.
Take it off.
All right, done.
There we go.
Yeah, you can
there you
kinda
go.
see that stuff.
Keep the pants on.
Yeah, it's
Please.
a family show. Keeping the pants on. Yeah, this stuff is actually what keeps them alive, the green stuff in there. And really, they have a disease that's making their flesh kind of rot off, and so they're trying to find a cure, and that's why they came to Nexus, to try to find some of that fun stuff. So.
And I'm sure someone's asking it in chat right now. I can't see the chat at the moment, but that is part of character customization. So you can actually change the color of the serum that's in them. You can change what parts of their body are affected by it through a couple different options you can cycle through. So if you don't want to be all serum-y, or if you want to be totally serum-y, I don't know if you can be. You'd be like a skeleton in just like a serum suit.
They have
I
a
don't think
pretty
it goes that
cool.
crazy,
There's one of
but-
the things. Maybe we'll do a character customization stream sometime. But there's one that has a Mordesh face, like right on the jaw. There's just all like it's
He's
teeth.
just like missing a jaw.
Yeah,
right?
it's like teeth and like floaty serum stuff. It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
It's called Vitalis serum.
Vitalis.
Dude, I go Vitalis.
Chad Moore pronounces things weirdly.
Dude,
he
he
puts the emphasis on
Oh,
the right.
dude, it's Vitalis, bro. Okay.
No, he calls
That's
it the Vitalis serum.
Vitalis,
The
bro.
Vitalis.
So I got a little. Journal
There's a
here.
journal.
Find out what's going on in the area.
Dawn of the Squirg, my favorite Romero movie.
Yeah, dude, great movie.
Yep.
So we're gonna pick up a soldier quest here, or mission, excuse me. So now we can see kind of what's going on. We can use this this weapon that we got, and if you're curious as to like what this is or what this means, you go and just click on this and read what's going on in the text here. So I can call this down and deliver some serious firepower here on some of the squirgs. So let's try it on these guys. So we'll go over here. I can press the G key.
So you can see over their heads, actually, we have a couple symbols that we outline. The lightning bolt means they're part of a quest objective, and so that will show up on enemies so that way you know, right, these are the guys we want. And the G key, the G symbol shows up when there's some special ability you have that you can use on them. So you can see Frost totally missed right there.
I totally.
But he's hitting
muffed that
G
one up.
to call in that orbital strike, which is now on a long cooldown. And then he wants to keep those enemies in there when the orbital strike hits, while also not being in it himself, because he's going to get hurt by it.
Right.
So it's pretty challenging.
Let's
but
try it again.
the
See if I can
soldier
do it.
should be awesome enough to do.
Damn, they hit me
you
before I
got
could do it.
interrupted.
I'm failing right now.
Let's take a poll right now of who's better at this game, because it looks like I'm not as bad as I thought I was.
Oh, dude. Or you're the terriblest.
The terrible. We're the terrible twosome. This is what we got here.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. I think I come up with a better nickname.
That was terrible. You can see people are just shaking their heads in this room next to us. Everybody's like, "What is going on here?"
Oh,
like,
man. The Brofessional force, as I like to call it.
God,
Professionals.
I hate you.
Nothing but professionals in here. Oh,
right.
goody.
So we're off cooldown. You want to try this one more time?
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna hit
See if
this.
you can do this?
I'm gonna try it. So that's what I need to do for my mission is get these guys to get hit by this thing.
I'm gonna pull them in. Are you just gonna sit in it? And
Yeah,
take
I'm
the
gonna
hit?
wait. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm not gonna take the hit. What I'm gonna do? Back out now.
Yeah. Nicely
see?
done.
That's how
was
Daddy
really
does
skilled.
it. Okay, that's how Daddy does it. Did we get the results on the Daddy thing? Is that still creepy?
Is that what were the poll results?
Did we get any poll
Would you say
results?
30% say no? I mean,
Daddy's bad.
Daddy's bad. All right.
Daddy's bad at the spell slinger?
Oh,
Did I get that?
Oh, people are
wow.
dissing on your abilities.
You're dead to me, Twitch. You know what? How dare you?
Let's call someone out. Who's specifically saying that?
Oh, it's creepy too.
Oh, it's creepy. Is
I
that
just
Justice
can't,
saying that?
I can't win.
It's Justice saying that.
Dude, it's
Okay.
a dev here saying that.
Justice
That's,
works here at Carbine.
That
He's
is ridiculous.
sitting in the other room, I'm sure, watching the stream and making fun of us.
Nope. You know what?
But
Daddy's
guess what?
fan.
Right after the show, we're going over there
Daddy's
and making
fan.
him call Frost Daddy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Get ready for that, Justice. That dude's name is Justice.
Justice
by the way.
will be served.
Yeah, that is the coolest name probably ever. I mean,
This is
Besides-
justice.
Besides, like, yeah, no. It's probably
there's a
the
dude
coolest
I
one we
know
have.
who has the last name Laser. That is the coolest last name
With a
I've
Z
ever
or with
heard.
an S?
With an S.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
What's
It's
the point?
still rad, dude.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, Mr. Laser here to see you. Oh, all right. I respect that guy
Is
instantaneously.
he like a eye surgeon
Sorry,
by any chance?
No.
'Cause that'd be really cool.
That would be cool. By the way, I'm gonna make sound effects on occasion when I play the game because that's what I do IRL.
Right before the live stream, I believe you said, "Hey, just a heads up, I might do this once in a while." What was that?
I think I said fart.
Oh, that was not what I was referring to, but you
I
did
said
say that
two or
too.
three
Yes.
things, yeah.
No, I was talking about when we were testing out our levels on the headsets. You were like, "Hey, does this hurt when I do this?"
Yeah, I was like, like
Yeah.
that, because that's if I'm gonna die. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
I think you've done that in a couple dev speaks too.
I
at
do
this
it.
Point, yeah.
I do it in a lot of dev speaks.
It's pretty solid. Did we
Yeah.
just blow out the
I don't-
levels?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologize, Twitch. I'm sorry.
I hope someone had headphones. Oh, hey, Jason, did that hurt you a little bit in your ears?
I'm sorry. In your
How'd that feel?
in your earpiece? Sorry, dude.
Oh, so here's another soldier mission. We
Yeah.
got soldier missions all over the place here.
Let's
It's
see what we got.
crazy.
Oh, nice. What do we got?
So this is the one where you got to blow up those squirg holes. You see they're flashing now over there.
Yeah,
This
we
one
do.
this one actually gets me really sad when you do it.
Yeah.
It's like you can hear them squealing a little bit. and
So
they-
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna multitask this in,
oh
in a
man,
way.
you're gonna do like a
I'm gonna do some layered content.
quintuple pull.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. Get these guys out of the way here. Let's get them.
Oh,
Stunned
oh.
in there.
You stunned one of them in there.
Well, you know, it's still really good. Okay?
Sure. Yeah. Congratulations.
Just saying, dude. Assassinate, no problem. Guess what? Wow, barrage. I want to say that the professionalism.
You mean the Brofessionalism?
the Brofessionalism
Oh.
is off the charts.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that guy. Cool.
So you're gonna toss a grenade into this squirg hole,
Doop.
and then watch this. This kills me every time. Oh, the squirgs are all on fire,
And they're running
oh,
towards me.
they're trying to. Oh
Now
god,
guess
they
what?
just want to. Oh,
They're horrible, dude. They take over your brain.
yeah, but they're
make you
just
do
little
terrible things.
children.
They're not children.
Oh,
They're squirgs. Okay.
oh, what does a child squirg look like? Oh
You're
god,
looking at it.
oh,
On fire.
how do you not feel bad for them? Look at
Feel
that.
Real good right now. I'm all about killing innocent creatures, dude.
That's why you're a soldier.
That's why I'm a
That's
soldier.
why you're a soldier.
I wouldn't say
Paths.
I wouldn't say innocent, by the way. Because they're totally sucking the brains out of people.
You know, like they do.
Like you do. Guess
But-
what? Interrupted.
You know. I'm being told we can't make any more killing children jokes on the stream. I am so sorry. If there are any children
what
watching.
kind of fascist regime we're running here, but that's just ridiculous.
Look, the choice was
We're in America.
profanity or really inappropriate humor.
Right.
And so we had to choose inappropriate humor.
Of course.
I apologize on behalf of Frost.
Yeah, because I'm not doing it. That's for sure. Hold on. This guy's it's almost done, so.
So you think you can head down to the terraformer area?
I can
and
do that.
Show some cool stuff over there.
Yeah, definitely. So here's another.
Oh, there's a boss type guy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are kind of Roman mobs. Hopefully, I won't die. That's my hope.
I forget which one. This is the Smasher dude, right?
Yeah, he's
There's
a
four of these
badass
guys,
dude.
and they each have different mechanics.
Oh, dude.
I did not know he did that.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Breakout gameplay.
Oh, mechanics. oh, God.
God.
Strategies.
Yeah, man. Dude, look at that. Layered content. Breakout gameplay.
We're touching on all the marketing beats today.
Yeah, man.
Make sure we get all those back in the box bullet points.
Yeah. By the way, you guys familiar with layered content?
Layered content. Why don't you tell us about that, Frost?
Yeah,
because I
layered-
believe you were responsible for making videos about layered content in the studio
I
months
am.
ago.
Yeah, so layered content is effectively doing one thing for multiple systems. So if I'm doing a path mission, oh crap.
Oh.
If I'm doing a path mission that is to kill these kind of guys or whatever, I'm getting credit for that. But I also have quests that will say kill these guys as well. So I'm doing one thing, getting credit for two.
And it's really satisfying. Like that's the reason we do that is because it's very satisfying to not have to feel like you're doing one thing and then one thing and then one thing.
Yep.
But instead you're killing one dude and getting credit for 3 different things.
Exactly.
And so you saw that before when you were killing those other Squirg dudes. You had the quest to kill them, you had the path mission to kill them in a special way, and you were getting credit for both of those things at the same time.
Yep.
What's all the fuss?
So I just got a quest from running around.
Load up and get ready to roll.
So there's actually a quest now to kill all these big, bad dudes here. So that guy, there's some other ones that are a little more insane as well. But while we're on our way over to the center here, I'll do another couple of these.
Oh.
Dude, time to nuke some
I'm a
of these
Squirg
squirts.
sympathizer, apparently.
Yeah. Don't know why, they just want to suck brains out of your frontal lobe.
Yeah, you know. I like being disoriented. It's kind of fun.
Sure. Ah!
Oh, the flower. Oh.
That was close. Oh, dude, it's totally lighting me on
Oh,
fire.
it's just sitting on you, man.
Oh, man. Get out of the way of that. Okay,
All right.
so we're
So we're gonna
doing
head
that.
down. Let's see what we got down. We got some crazy dudes down here.
Yeah, so when this thing blew up, it kind of mutated all the things. So you notice everything looks kind of crazy and messed up and weird. But these guys used to actually be Dominion characters. So you can see they're kind of in this weird spot. This is an environmental hazard, so it will randomly kind of spew this poison. So if you can use that to your advantage, you can kind of make guys go through that. So if I run over here... Whoa! Uh-oh. Aggroed multiple dudes. Not good. Let's see
Wow,
what
you
happens.
got a lot of guys.
We'll see what happens. Let's see if I can survive here. Okay, and you know when I was saying earlier that I'm gonna make sound effects with my mouth when I'm doing the killing.
So
I
this,
was,
oh man, you're going down. Are you gonna be able to do this?
Oh dude. Nope.
See, this is what the inexperienced player would do when they would like
thanks.
hop on the machine. They would just grab 6 guys and they would try running and run through 3 more. And now you got like 80 people. Oh, some of them are resetting. Let's see if you
now
can,
I
let's
use
see if you can
gate.
escape.
Yep, use gate to do that. Now you'll notice. Yep. Got out of dodge. That's a great use for gate because it allows you to kind of just stun guys, and then on top of that, make your escape.
That was pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna die.
Nope.
And I was gonna get $1 every time you died from some of the people in the studio.
Really? Well,
So
looks like you're not getting any money.
oh, there's a discovery right there.
Ah,
Why don't
yes.
you want to explain what these things are?
Yeah, so these are randomly placed throughout the world. They're not in the same place twice, and they usually give you positive things. So I just got a buff for using this. We can take a look at these buffs. We've got all sorts of fun stuff. They can increase your HP. They can increase certain stats. You can get XP bonuses.
I've seen some of them
as a result.
spawn like little mini games too and stuff. Where
Yep.
it's like you gotta do a little jump puzzle or something.
Or you can they'll spawn like a micro, like a cave that you can go into and get stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If
so-
I do say so myself.
Indeed. So what I'm going to do is interact with this. So it looks like we've got some questions from the stream as
Yeah,
well.
we're starting to pull up some questions. We have hopefully recharged the battery enough on the camera that it'll last us the rest of the show.
Okay.
We'll find out. Again, for those who just tuned in, who missed the beginning of the stream, this is our pilot episode, so we're doing a little bit of a test run of everything. And so we are testing out a lot of our hardware, a lot of our processes for having a show. Hey, there we are. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
And so stuff may work, stuff may not. We are trying a bunch of things out, so thanks for bearing with us. It sounds like everybody could hear us and watch us successfully, even if we turned off the camera itself. But now I'm going to start asking you some questions for us from the chat as we pull them up, and we'll chat some. Are you cool playing while you're getting questions?
Dude,
all right.
Professional.
I'm going to ask you
You know what I'm
really complex ones to try and get you to die.
Sure.
Just as a heads up.
All right.
All right, so first up, Gildumbra was asking, probably when we were talking about the Stalker, is there a movement penalty for stealth? Yes.
Yes, yeah, you do move a little bit.
You move a little slower, but you can also sprint while you're in stealth. And so you can... That's offset by the sprint if you want, but obviously sprint has a limit to how much you can use of it.
You speedily tiptoe.
Yes. Daintily.
Yeah, just imagine like Scooby-Doo, like the dum 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 dum. You know, you just... Or the Flintstones Twinkle Toes, as It's Maximus and Baka just pointed out.
So I apologize in advance if I start getting names wrong on here. I'm just going to go for it with whatever your username is.
Give the gusto,
and just
Holmes.
blame you if it's hard to pronounce, because that's how I roll. But I see DreadDead603 asked a couple questions. Let's see. So is it going to be hard to understand telegraphs when we're talking about group instances or raids in comparison to your friends, to multiple enemies? So I think there's a lot of stuff we've been doing with the telegraph system.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into it because we're actually going to show that in some upcoming streams. But basically, you'll be able to tell the difference between your friends' telegraphs and your own. You'll be able to tell the difference between enemy player telegraphs and mob creature telegraphs. We're doing a lot to make sure that the telegraphs are very easy to tell what the important ones are on both sides of that. You know, if a friend's dropping something that's going to heal you, we need you to know that immediately that that's where you need to be.
Certainly.
And so we're also going to let you customize your telegraph stuff a little bit. Is that still the case, I believe? I don't want to speak for what's been changing recently.
Yeah, we're still kind of work in progress on that one. But one thing that I think a lot of people have concerns about is when they talk about raids or group instances in general is, you know, is it going to look like a disco floor, you know, with all these different things going off at the same time? The answer is no.
Unless it is a disco boss fight.
Unless it is a disco boss fight, in which case, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way that we're doing that is you can see your telegraphs. If they're beneficial to you, like if a healer, let's say, is going to heal someone, you can see those healer telegraphs. But otherwise, you're not going to see, you know, 20 to 40 other telegraphs going on at the same time. You'll see the bosses, and you'll see yours, and anything that's beneficial to you. Other than that, it's going to be kind of normal.
Yeah, because it would be completely overwhelming, and so we want to make sure that you are just seeing what is important for you to see. Do I get the questions back up? Yeah, there we go. Brexianer wants to know if they can make a Dominion character and an Exile character on the same server. That is still up in the air. It's still being talked about, I know. Because that's obviously a question that you're asking specifically for PvP, I'm sure. PvE servers, I don't think we're going to have a problem with that, but we're talking about that right now, so we would love to hear feedback on that if you guys have any. Big question, double jump fire. I'm assuming you're asking if you can fire your abilities in midair, maybe?
Let's check it out. Yes, you can.
Yes.
So it depends on the ability. For the most part, we try to make stuff as mobile as possible, so that you can, you know, cast and move at the same time. But there are some rooted-based abilities that you can't dash, or you can't sprint, or you can't move. So it kind of just depends. Also, I'd like to point out, I'm going to light some dudes on fire.
So this is a...
burning some bodies.
These guys were their corpses that had been diseased, and so we got to burn them to make sure it doesn't spread, I believe is what's going on here, right?
Yep. Making sure that we don't get any more of that weird stuff
Any
going
weird
on.
squirt possession
Exactly.
zombie dudes.
Don't want them coming back. You know, if the squirg take course.
So, Malagueta. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I liked it, though.
It was really well done. You did it with the
Malagueta.
fingers.
Are you guys going to stream some bosses? I want to see some of those in-game mechanics working. Not today, no, but we've got some really big plans for live streaming in the future. Especially since this seems to have gone well and nothing's caught on fire except these corpses.
Except for
that
these
you're burning.
bodies, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, we're planning in the future to basically show off every part of WildStar from now through launch, through live streams, in addition to all the videos we've been doing, in addition to all the other ways we've been doing reveals. We want to go through a lot of cool content. We're going to be showing off group content.
Yeah.
We are, I believe there are some classes we haven't talked about yet that would probably serve to be shown.
2 reveals. Also, we're going to do some PvP. I'm going to take on one Chad Moore, the guy that we were talking about before, and that guy. I'm going to totally light him on fire in PvP. He will get wrecked in ways like they're going to have to identify his body via probably dental records because dude is just going to be charred. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, lighting them on fire. The other thing, if you want to check out some boss mechanics, we do have some dungeon videos out there that if you look on YouTube hard enough, you can see some Storm Talon footage.
Yes, definitely.
One of our 5-man instances.
But we're gonna organize some dungeon runs ourselves for a live stream at some point, showing off, you know, Storm Talon, but maybe some other dungeons too at some point. Oh, Malagueta actually asked a good question. Gear that evolves with levels, or does it keep that simple look? So it doesn't evolve with levels, but we have something that we've talked about a little bit before called item challenges. I'm not going to get into too much of the specifics here, just in case I say something that's a little off, but basically the idea is that some items will be upgradable by completing specific challenges or quests on that item itself.
Right. It's pretty cool because you pick up the item and let's say that it does a certain amount of damage and it offers you a challenge. A challenge, by the way, is this thing right here. If let's say I attack a certain amount of creatures, it'll say, hey, you're pretty good at killing these creatures. Can you kill 20 in 5 minutes? And if you do, you get loot. So what we do on the item challenges is we have an item and it offers a challenge that says, can you kill 100 squirg? And if you do, it makes that item better. So that will definitely play a part in our end game as well and kind of progressing forward.
Yeah, we like the idea of giving you an item, like an item will drop or you'll earn it through something, and then like giving you the opportunity to make that item better over time rather than just replacing it immediately with something else.
Exactly.
So it's pretty cool. Can you scroll down the questions a little more? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, a little more after that. Oh, you got something over here? Let's see what we got over here. I'm going off camera for a sec. So, are you going to be able to see enemy telegraphs in PvP? Yes, of course.
Most certainly. Yeah.
Most of the major abilities, like, you'll know when you need to get out of something.
There's actually a video of the world PvP if you want to check that out in this same map. Zap Robo from WildStar Central just posted a video on it.
Zap Robo is really good at this game, and he has not played this game very much, but he was at New York Comic Con and he was just like taking on 3 guys at the same time, no problem at all, just destroying people as a spell slinger, and I was just, it was terrible. I mean, it was awesome.
Well, terrible for
but
the
it was
other
terrible
people.
for me because I kept dying. Let's see. Question: will player characters have voices, grunts when damaged, laughs when using laugh, etc.? Yes.
Yeah, most
yes,
certainly
they will.
Yeah, a big part of WildStar is the personality. So we have a lot of stuff that has voice actors that are from, pretty notable sources. Jim Cummings, of course. Yeah, we have Tara Strong. I mean,
Fred Tatasciore,
Fred
our
Tatasciore,
favorite.
Troy Baker, if you played Last of Us, one of the main characters in that. So yeah, we've got a lot of really talented, strong people, and that personality definitely comes through.
So here's a great question. Swipe514 wants to know. He says that he plays with a core group of friends, but they all have different schedules. So how easy is it going to be to play with your friends from the start? And if you do play a little bit of solo, is it easy to regroup with them and keep playing with them? So the answer, of course, is like yes. Obviously, it's going to be really easy for you to play with your friends. If you join in from the start, you'll be right next to each other at the start, assuming you pick the same faction, and you'll be able to group up and play together the whole time. But if you get ahead of someone because you're playing a little more than them, we've got a mentoring system in there, and so you can easily level down to them and help them out with their stuff and get rewarded on par with how you should be rewarded. So we want to make sure that if you want to play solo, you can play solo, but if you want to play with a group, we want to reward you for that too. This is, after all, an MMO, and we want to have a lot of systems in there to encourage group play, but not lock out someone who, like, their friends aren't around tonight or something like that, and they just have to play by themselves.
Most definitely. And something else to point out, too, regarding the group gameplay. We have, the path system, you get rewards for doing that. You get path XP to do that. And when I do a mission and I complete it and I'm in a group with somebody, my group members get path XP as well.
Right. Yes. And so that's, a lot of people are asking, like, can I have more than one path, or can I switch my path? The cool solution that we like is, group up with other players. We want you to play with other players.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I'm a soldier and you're an explorer, we group up, we can do both of the stuff and get double the path XP there. And so, yeah. Did we, oh, it looks like we're out of time already.
Dude, we
Holy
are,
crap.
We have like a minute left.
So, this was our first live stream. I think it's really important for us to get really good feedback from you guys and hear what you guys thought of the live stream. Most of our stuff seems to be good to go. We're going to make it a little prettier, make it a little more professional in the future. But, well, maybe not a little more professional, but...
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We'll see how that goes.
No promises
But
there.
we'd love to hear your feedback. So hit us up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Reddit, at the WildStar fan site. We check all of those things regularly. So please, please, please give us your thoughts on those things. I also want to encourage you guys, because we're going to be doing this a little more often, there is a follow button on Twitch right below the stream. If you click that button, it'll actually email you whenever we're streaming. I think it's over... Nope, it's over there somewhere.
I don't.
It's like down... Yeah, I'm going into your personal bubble.
Yeah,
Sorry.
easy, buddy. Easy.
Oh, something just got in the shot. Hello. So yeah, click that follow button, and it'll actually email you whenever we go live. In the future we'll be telling you in advance when we're live streaming, so you won't have to worry about that too much. But that way, if you're like playing some video games, playing some GTA 5, or some other MMO. Wait,
there are not other crafts that I know of.
Whoa. It'll send you an email, and you'll be able to come over and jump over here and watch us streaming whatever we got. So click that button. Also, you should subscribe to us on YouTube, because we'll also be posting these archives there after the show. So that way you can watch it if you missed out. You'll be able to catch up on any live streams you missed, any sweet secret reveals you did, any freeze frames that someone posts on Reddit of like, oh, look what Frost is doing. He's picking his nose right there. Oh,
right.
shit.
Totally gonna
happen. Oh, man, a curse. I was doing so well.
we
Damn
were
it.
like, man, we're not going to cuss, and we totally did.
Doing so well. All right.
A minute left.
But yeah, so give us your feedback. We're going to be back in, not next week. We're going to take a week off, but we're going to come back in probably 2 weeks with some new stuff, maybe?
Yeah.
I think we showed this old stuff, but I think it's time to show off some new stuff and show the progress we've been making since we've been dark for a couple months.
I don't want to hype anybody up, but I will say the stuff that we're going to show is going to be totes off the chain.
Would you say it's off the hizzook?
Don't say that. Don't. Tickety totes off the chain.
Totes.
Booyah!
Magoats.
It's gonna be off the chain. So get excited, because there's a lot of really cool stuff coming on that we really are. Here's the thing: we're super stoked to do it. Marketing's like, oh, we'll let you show it soon, but not yet. And we're like, come on, we want to show it off really bad. So just get excited, guys. We've got some really cool
Get really
stuff.
excited. We're also going to be rotating who's on this show. It's not just going to be me and Frost the whole time. It's probably never going to be Frost again anyway. Because,
Probably
I
not.
mean, he's got work to do. What do you do, by the way?
By the way, I'm the design producer here at Carbine Studios. So
I meant to ask you this way earlier and totally forgot.
It's okay.
But everybody knows you as the voice of DevSpeak.
Yep.
We see you at events. We see you doing demos and interviews. But you're the design producer. So what does that actually mean for your day-to-day?
What that means is I have to make sure that people that do design work actually do their job, do it on time, do it up to a certain level of quality that the executive producer wants it to be at. There's that sounds very simple, but there's a lot of work that goes into schedules and things like agile processes and Kanban boards, spreadsheets.
Wow,
lots of boring things that is not fun in game development, but I do.
But you also schedule the internal play tests for your stuff, right? You do a lot of setup for that. You play the game a ton just to see what people are.
Believe it or not, I actually really like the game, so I play it all the time just for funsies. So I will play. I run dungeons at lunch all the time with lots of people. It's a great game. So it's definitely easy to do. But yeah, that's what I do. I work with the design team, whether it's combat or econ or content. I've worked with a lot of people to make sure that this game is going to turn out to be as good as it can be.
It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So we're going to have special guests on regularly. We're going to grab some different people from different teams. If we're talking about, say, a class specifically, we might bring on one of the class designers to talk about that class and talk about how it's evolved. We're going to show off some cool progress stuff to show off how the game has evolved from when people last saw it in beta to now. So we got some really, really cool plans for the rest of this year and maybe next year too, and maybe we'll just keep going and going. And hopefully we can also carry this into launch where we're live streaming from within the game and people can just run up behind us and wave or kill us or who knows. So yeah, any last things, gentlemen, in the room with me? Anything I forgot?
Other professionals? No? All right.
So hit us up. You can also hit up me directly on Twitter. I am CRB_Scooter. Frost is at Stephan Frost. That's Stephan with an A.
Yeah.
Not Stephen.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Hate to disappoint you.
But we've got these beautiful lower thirds.
The lower third.
Yes. There's a surface in my way. Here, you can take this. So yeah, hit us up and let us know what you thought of the show. Let us know what you thought of our costumes. We're going to have better outfits next time. I believe you're making a Mordesh costume for the show. And I'm working on the male Orin.
We've got this badass sword. Like, I don't know if
we do have this awesome sword. We showed this off a little while back. I'm going to try and move out of the show. Oh, I got a shadow on it. But this was actually made by someone in the studio, right?
Yeah,
do you remember who made this?
A concept artist.
Yeah, it's so good. And I want to bring it to shows, but it's too big and scary. Yeah, I don't want to break it. It's really nice. So yeah, costumes next time is what we're agreeing to.
Totally going to be
Yep.
Mordesh.
Done and done.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are. You can stop playing. We're not.
All right, fine. I give up. All right.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We really, really appreciate it. Make sure you give us your feedback. We will archive this up on Twitch shortly, and then probably toss it on YouTube next week, so you can pass it around to your friends, share it around, make fun of anything ridiculous that we did.
Also,
which was probably most of it.
Pay attention to the Vine, because there's going to be some really cool stuff. We have a Vine account. If you don't know what Vine is, it's a social network. It's basically like video Twitter. It's like a
Oh, that's what you do. I forgot.
I
That
do
was also
that
part of
too.
your job, are all of the vines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly. So yeah, check out the Vine stuff too, because we're going to announce some stuff via Vine as well. So
Are we?
just saying, pay attention.
I'm just saying, the only time you posted that raid tease was when I was out of the office, unable to stop you from posting a raid tease.
yes.
So-
Sneak attack. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we will say goodbye. Frost, do you have any sign-off line you want to go with? You stay classy, San Diego. No?
I don't.
No.
The teleprompter's not telling me anything.
Bye, guys.